Hey there, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Welcome. I am so happy that you guys are here. Where'd I put my cards? Okay, so you guys, this week we are using Ciro Marchetti's Legacy of the Divine Tarot, one of my favorite decks. I've used it quite often here. And this candle is in honor of our full moon that we just had yesterday in Cancer. So, you know, again, this is a timeless reading. So this is going to work for you regardless of when you find me. But this candle that I created here on the, well, it's on my left, the black one, is for releasing anything that doesn't really serve you anymore for the full moon. With compassion and love and grace, you guys, you know, this is for your highest self. If you are new here, all of my candles that I create for you are for your highest good. It's the way that the magic works. So all you need to do is subscribe to receive this blessing in this candle. This one is for communication with your ancestors who have your highest good in mind as well. So if that's been something that's been on your mind, you guys, because you know, when these candles, we'll say when I'm inspired, it's usually for you guys, and there's something out there almost with every single one of the signs where it's needed. So let me know in the comments if you have been thinking of communicating with your ancestors, or what you need to release, especially during this time with 2 retrogrades, the waning moon energy. It's a perfect time to really reflect right now and let go. So with that said, you guys, welcome. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. This is Sun, Moon, Venus Divine readings. Those are my big 3 planets. My dominant sun, though, really comes out, you guys. It's been like that. All right, so let's get right into it. That is actually funny that that card would come out. What else? Oh, yes. So I will talk to you guys a little bit about this. This bracelet was given to me as a gift from a dear friend of mine in Mexico. And if you're interested, because it is absolutely stunning and beautiful, it looks like quartz and amethyst, then I will link her shop down in the details. So check it out. All right, you guys. Let's jump in for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is going on in the material world? And of course, for my newbies, we will do material first and we will then go into love. But your spiritual path just is going to pop up because that's what's happening. All right. What is going on with Libra in love? I'm sorry, in material world. Whoa. What is going on with Libra in material world? See, yeah. 9 of Swords. This is very interesting energy, you guys, because Gemini had something very similar. So our air signs look like there's some mental anguish. And again, yep. You do have a new opportunity coming, though. It's gonna feel a lot better. I think that right now you guys have been way in your heads, way up there, and not taking a break to like listen to your intuition. Yeah. It's to the point where it's like stopping you from being productive is what I hear at work. It could, oh my gosh, this is just for one of you, Libra, or maybe it's more, I don't know. The times are a little rough, you know, so it could be more of you. But what I'm actually getting is, listen, I'm not judging at all, but this is what I'm getting. I'm getting someone who is like really, 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 you know, in their head a lot. And I think that there's a lot of anxiety. Could keep you up at night, and some of you guys are drinking in order to calm your mind down, but with the Devil card showing up here, Spirit's kind of like asking you to take a look at that and see if maybe there might be a little bit of excess going on there, and it's going to start to affect the rest of your life, especially your material world. So this is a huge heads up for one of my Libras, maybe a couple of you, and if you don't resonate with it, it's totally fine, you guys. You know, of course, stay tuned for the love portion of this, but you know, check out the other messages. I think that this came up because somebody really needs to hear it. With Strength at the bottom of the deck, this isn't anything that you can't work with, okay? This isn't anything that you're not going to grow from. This isn't anything that is going to keep you down at all. It is just a warning that drinking isn't actually going to help you work through the anguish or the fear or the anxiety. I just get a lot of thoughts that are coming through, and then it's like, okay, you know what? I need to chill. I need to relax. And instead of maybe meditating, because the Page of Cups can talk about like using your intuition and spiritual gifts, you know, but instead of leaning into that, it looks like there is something that you are doing that is kind of becoming to a point where it might have a hold on you. Okay, not a stronghold, because your strength card is way stronger, but it could have a hold on you. As far as the signs that we have here, we do have Gemini with a 9 of Swords, so that would be second decan Gemini. So sorry, Venus in Gemini could possibly be your sign, or a placement for you. Page of Cups is water, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and then the Devil card could be Capricorn. Doesn't have to be those placements, you guys. Like, for instance, the Devil is my shadow card, and so, but I'm, you know, I have my midheaven is the only thing that's in Capricorn, so I don't really have a lot of really strong Capricorn energy, but I can fall into this the Devil's temptations, you know, and it could also be obsessive thoughts. All right, so it doesn't have to be an addiction that is materializing in this 3D. You know, it could be an obsessive thought, it could be an obsessive pattern. It's anything that really is keeping you out of your spiritual path and onto just like a very, I'm sorry, it's part of our human existence for sure, but part of what we're supposed to do is to take all that logic and rationale and mental energy and to transform it really into what's best for our spiritual path. I apologize for kicking this table, but I'm trying to get a little bit more comfortable here. But with the Strength card, again, you guys, this is Leo energy, could be, but I'm also getting strong Virgo energy off of this. If this is, you'll know, okay? If you channel this Leo energy, because it's absolutely something that you are way stronger than, okay? Some of you guys I'm getting, here we go. This is for someone else, I think, because I think that some of you are right now, this is so specific. It's so funny, you guys. Well, you might be participating in dry January, okay? And the Devil energy is actually coming to me as the end of it. And it's like going right back into our old habits and not really looking at what dry January was supposed to kind of teach you. So I feel like for some of you, you've had some pretty profound lessons of a spiritual nature during dry January, and some of you, maybe it's just an age thing, because I am getting like, I just saw someone like going into a club and just like, woo, you know, like the whole party thing, just like kind of, which is totally fine, you guys. We all do it, and I think it's absolutely fun to just dance your ass off, you know, for an entire decade or more. So that's fine. It's just that, you know, not to the detriment of your spirituality or your path. I kind of get that there was like, for some of you, maybe a spiritual epiphany that might get lost in the shuffle if you go right back to some habits that weren't as healthy for you. I believe that you can actually think that I had this discussion in one of my Discord servers it's for people that are doing ancestral work, and it's led by Black and Indigenous women specifically. And we talk about how alcohol was actually created as a medicine. It wasn't meant to be abused. And there are a lot of medicines out there that are, you know, 100% there to get you closer to spirit and not there to be abused. But what has happened over the course of human history is that people who should not necessarily have access to unlimited medicine are having it, and there's no recourse because they haven't been taught the proper way of using these medicines. And that is just to say that I think that some of you may have gotten very close to the spiritual proper way of using the medicine, but if it is used, if the devil gets a hold of it, it could be used excessively, and that's where it doesn't serve its purpose. And in fact, it kind of opens you up to something that you really shouldn't mess with if you're not very strong in your spiritual path. We'll say that. Okay. Really depends. I'm not, everybody has a different way and a different identity when it comes to their spirituality. And I'm not here to tell you that you're doing it wrong. I am just saying that there is some things that I know for a fact. And when the devil shows up and there's a drink in your hand and the next card over, there might be something to look at. Doesn't have to be alcohol, you guys. It could be anything that when it's excessive is a bit problematic. So let's move into clarifying this. I just talked a shit ton. Let's go with the Nine of Swords here, Spirit. Which is a deck for the Nine of Swords? All right, we're going to use the Energy Oracle to clarify this Nine of Swords energy for my beautiful Libras. You guys are gorgeous. Gorgeous Venetian energy. Some of you, it's like even working too hard with the Capricorn energy. Maybe because, you are trying to keep your mind off of your Nine of Swords energy, this, constant overthinking, over processing, over analyzing. So you're like, okay, I'm just going to work doubles until I can pass out and not have to think. All right, Spirit, what is this Nine of Swords energy for me, my beautiful Libras? Thank you. The Sun. So there's another Leo side. You might have some pretty prominent planets in Leo, or there is a Leo around you, and I'm finding them to be pretty helpful. There's something about their optimism that really is trying to come through. Maybe it's like your anxiety is very, very strong right now, and hopefully they're not gaslighting you and telling you that, oh no, let's just have fun and be positive and like pretend that the world isn't shitty. I hope not, right? But like there could be someone around you who really is an influence to you on some level, and maybe they just come across as like very optimistic and friendly and happy, and you're kind of like, what is your secret sauce? Like, what's the deal with you? And it's not that they don't have anxieties, it's just that they've really they've prioritized them in a way. I don't want to sound too analytical about it, but really the Nine of Swords is about overanalyzation. And it's like here, the Leo is like, or the Sun's energy is very, and with the Strength card, it's very much like, yes, these things don't feel great. And yes, I might have some anxiety about this, but it is going to be debilitating and I need to take action. So right now is, let me focus on these 4 things and I'm going to place this where it belongs. Okay. And then I will come back to it, kind of energy. I also think that they view the world, or they're viewing it through a different lens. I'm kind of seeing them view both of these cups remind me of like when you were a kid. I don't know if you did this, but when maybe I'm weird and you guys can just tell me I'm weird and it's fine. I will get over it. But like, did you ever like pull up your cup in a restaurant and like look through everything through the cup? And then, yes, it's a little odd, but you were a kid, or maybe, I kind of still do it. Not gonna lie. I'm like, oh, hey, this is a really pretty glass. I wonder what everything would look like if it was like bright pink and filtered through this rose colored glass. Okay. We could just admit that I'm a little weird, and it's fine. I absolutely, accept that about myself. Anyways, but I do think I'm looking through it like this, where it's like there is something that can distract you, but at the same time bring you back into your present moment, and you will receive joy out of that. And even though it's like silly, and it could just like be like a 5-second, oh my God, I'm feeling very silly, and you giggle, and then you're like, and it just kind of, I just see like this facade of anxiety just kind of ruffle a little bit, and it's like, oh, you know what, this doesn't feel that real to me anymore. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you guys, because with the Magician in the Mirror at the bottom of the deck, I think that this is more about the false things that you are telling yourself, and you have so much more power, and a lot of you, there's just so much joy that's emanating from this reading, despite this feeling of possibly overindulgence in something, or I'm really getting more of like an obsessive behavior or an obsessive thought cycle. Okay, so Page of Cups, Spirit, what's a deck that would clarify my beautiful Page of Cups energy. Okay, we are going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle. This is by Colette Baron Reed. Thank you. Bone Collector. Oh my God, look at all these ones, you guys. This is gorgeous. So we do have a new beginning, and I just want to say that before we keep going on here with these, with the Sun card, the Bone Collector. I want you to know, and the Page of Cups is actually, you know, usually it could be an invitation, or it could be someone reaching out to you from a heart-centered place. I actually, you know, a message that you know, tells you that a new beginning is coming up. But I do think that you guys are very open to this, okay? So to me, this could, of course, be an invitation. I'm getting something that like just really sparks a lot of joy. The Bone Collector is someone who is asking you, and along with the Talisman here at the bottom of the deck, there is a spiritual component to everything that's going on. And like I said, I feel like some of you maybe hit an epiphany at some time during this month, and it was just like, it feels like you kind of scratched the surface there, but the obsessive thought could almost mask, you know, the depth of what could be there. And with the Sun and the Bone Collector, it's like, let's not forget that. Let's be very open to this, and let's go down that path. It's going to lead you to so much joy. Look how happy she is. She is considered a medicine woman around her people, and what she asks for you to do is to be open to the messages around you, and be open to your ancestors, be open to the signs that they are trying to show you, be open to your culture, be open to community. Is a big thing that keeps coming up for you, Libra. Well, for everybody, I think. I actually just had a reading with a Libra, and it was very much about this sense of deepening a connection, okay? And kind of leaving our old friend the devil here. Why do they always make the devil kind of hot, though? Okay, let's move on. What is the devil card, Spirit? What is a deck that's going to talk to me about this devil's energy? You can clarify it. All right, Angel Guide by Kyle Gray. What's the thought? Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I have to pull another one, I pull another one. Okay, Libra, Angel Guide. Ooh, that came out fast. Yeah, the devil's a no. Bottom of the deck is composure. And yes, I'm going to really quick, you guys, because the Strength card is about composure. It's about having grace through a difficult situation and rising above it. And the Devil card being accompanied by a big, strong no, it's telling you that there's something that you are, you know, have in your life that you know that it's probably past its time to move past it. The angels want to help you, though. I mean, this is a strong no. There's 2 no's and 2 yeses in this deck, and one is just no, period, and then the other one is no exclamation point. The devil's a big no. I mean, every once in a while he can show up and tell you some things that, you know, like, you, especially when you're working too hard, the devil's like, hey, you know, sometimes when those temptations show up for you to stay up late and eat pasta with your family or whatever, like, that's a good thing for you to actually indulge in, you know. But often, and especially now, it's exactly what I was telling you guys earlier. There is something that is taking over your mind, and Spirit is trying to make its way in here, but you have an obsessiveness about it. I am going to tell you, like, I think that there, of course, with these new beginnings, yes, I feel really good about this, you guys. The Sun card did show up, the Strength card is there, and Bone Collector is very much like, hey, your ancestors are here to help you out, and you don't have to be alone in this at all. So I do think that, and the devil will try to get you isolated, not gonna lie. Like, it's it can be a very lonely energy when he's very prominent. Again, that's my shadow card, so I have no problem saying what he is and what he does. So be very careful. And again, community does show up here. And so some of you guys, if it's like, okay, but my entire community, you know, like overindulges in this, or like they, I don't even know, because for some of you guys, it's not coming up as something like that you imbibe. It's not like you drink or eat too much. It's coming up as like something that you spend a lot of obsessive time on. So it could be like a game or work or, you know, a hobby or something like that. It can be something that you absolutely enjoy, and that's why you don't stop doing it. And it's, again, I'm not getting like a whole, like you're not ever allowed to do it, but I am getting an overindulgence in it. Okay, there's an obsessiveness to it. So just be very wary of that, my beautiful Libras. Let's move on though and grab one more message from your spiritual squad about this before we move into love. Yeah, okay. You know what? Before I even show, I'm going to tell you guys, because not that I've never noticed this before, but again, I've had this deck forever. And oftentimes in the Devil card, there are other figures in the card, and it, you know, the Fool energy being here, it's being dominated by this Devil energy, which is trying to control you, is trying to dominate you on some level. So there could be an outside source when it comes to work. I want to say that it feels very manipulative. So maybe when you say, hey, I really can't go with you guys after work to this bar or something, this isn't gonna, I mean, take it as it resonates, you guys. It doesn't have to be a bar. It could be like someone that shops, or it could be anything. Okay. But it does feel like there's someone who is like, oh, you're not fun, you know, when you decline. And so it feels like you kind of get sucked back into something that you don't necessarily want to be sucked into. The Devil is obviously, I mean, everybody knows, right? Very manipulative, or can be. So we're not feeling like this is a Capricorn really anymore. I'm feeling more like this could be something or someone around you that can manipulate you and does really, I mean, as you can see, they have the strings, and it's the thing about this is that you're actually not tied to the Devil at all, and you can remove yourself, but it does feel like somebody might use some manipulation tactics in order to get you to do something that you're not fully comfortable with, and I feel like you are trying to move away from. The No card could very much be just your answer. I'm sorry, like next time that they say, hey, we're gonna go and do this thing, and you know that you really don't want to participate, you can tell them no. And I do feel like you have to be very forceful, and I do feel like they're gonna try to, you know, some might even deceive you or lie, but there's like some manipulation around there. But you do, it's time to put your foot down is what Spirit is really wanting you to say. Your ideas have merit came up, and so this is very much one of those cards where you're on a really good path, and maybe someone is telling you, I was gonna pull this one, but I'll talk to this because this is important. I do feel like there could be someone who kind of poo-poos your ideas, like maybe and it doesn't have to be at work, you guys, but it could also be it could be someone who, when you bring up something in a meeting, they're just like, oh no, that's not going to work, like right away. Or what I'm actually feeling like for some of you is that you are trying to do better. You are trying to get yourself out of this nightmare situation. The Nine of Swords is considered a nightmare card, where you actually lose sleep, or when you do go to sleep, you have nightmares about, you know, whatever the anxiety is coming from. Now, it very much feels like you're trying to pull yourself out of that, but it does feel like there's an outside force that is really trying to downplay the significance of what you're doing. And I do think that because this is part of your spiritual path and it's very important that you succeed here, you'll know. Because they just try it, like whenever you bring it up, they're just like, oh, that's stupid or something like that. They're just not very great supportive people. So when this card is coming up, your ideas have merit. It's to remind you that you are on the right path, and no matter what other people say, no matter even the thoughts in your head, okay? Watch out, someone at work is out to get you. Again, this just feels to me like there's someone who doesn't mind dragging you down because it makes them feel better about whatever they're doing, okay? Bottom of the deck is you were meant for better. So guys, I don't know how else to say it. That is what it is. Okay, so let's move into love, you guys. If you are not staying for love, excuse me. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you subscribe so you can receive these blessings. And comment down below if it resonated. And try to join my Discord. There's a lot of really good stuff going on in there. All right, big thumbs up also. Those are very, very helpful. Let's move right into love. Okay. For Libra spirit. These are the Modern Love Tarot by Ethany. Libra. I don't know if my Libra friend, we kind of grew up together, but he saw one of my videos and was just like, your nails though. And sometimes I don't wear my nails because I'm very sensitive, my skin and my nails. And so I was just like, that was such a Libra thing to do. Call me out for not looking my best. Okay. I am seeing your energies mixed in here, and I think that's it. Spirit says that's it. Okay. Spirit, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and love. Love for Libra, next 7 or so days, Spirit. 5 of Wands showed up again, and Gemini. Some of you guys have strong Gemini placements, or you might be involved with a Gemini. That's actually a Leo, first decan Leo energy. 7 of Pentacles is Taurian energy. Actually, thank you, Spirit. One more, please. For Libra, almost. Almost. It was almost the Empress. Let's see if she shows up. One more. Thank you. The Queen of Swords. That is still your energy, you guys. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. I'm laughing because he showed up for me after a dream last night. And I was like, oh, is this meaning like someone for me? Because he's good energy, guys. If you're single, he's really good energy to have. Okay, so 5 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and then you have your King of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are feeling very single to me. If you are not single and you are in a relationship, it's very possible that you're taking a little bit of a break here. And I kind of feel like it's something that they said. Is it something you did? Yes. I feel like someone, they have regrets about the way that they treated you, for sure. And you just kind of, I really feel like you stood in your power here. And I do think that you're going to have a choice coming up, whether or not you reconcile with them. I feel pretty strongly for most of you, Libra, that you're not interested in anybody that kind of, they just didn't know what they had, it feels like. For some of you, the way that he is striking to me, you know, like, look how aggressive and angry he looks. And then this woman here is just like with her hand on her bag, like, are you really talking to me like that? Have you lost your mind? Kind of energy. I feel like that's you, because the Queen of Swords it's an air sign. So, you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I feel very Libra here. Like she doesn't play. She's going to cut right to the heart of the matter. And if she has to cut somebody off, she's got to cut somebody off. The 7 of Pentacles, again, Taurian energy. In this card, usually it means, like, for me, it feels like an investment that's worth waiting for. But here it feels like, you know, he's apologizing to the feminine here. And she's just like, you know what? I need space and time. And that's kind of what I feel like could have happened with some of you. You've decided you needed space and time. I am not necessarily sure that you're going to reconcile with the person. And the reason is because with the King of Pentacles energy, I feel like it's possible that somebody much more mature, who would never wild out like this, is coming up. This does feel more like a singles energy, but it does feel like this is how you got here. Okay. if you are in a relationship, you guys, I just feel like you do require space from time to time, probably more so than a lot of people do, and they might consider that like cold. They might consider like, oh well, she doesn't show or he doesn't show that they care, and they just kind of need space. But I want to deal with this. I want to talk this out. And you're like, you know what? I actually just need to get my thoughts together because I don't want to come across too aggressively. And so you like to present, your side of the story with as much facts and backup as possible. And so sometimes you do require like a couple of hours and maybe even a couple of days for some of you, because I'm seeing this whole thing where it's like, I need space, and you get in your car and you drive, and then 3 days later you're in Disneyland. I don't know, that sounds more like me, but it's possible, right? 1 second, you guys. The good thing that I love about the Queen of Swords energy for any sign is that when she shows up, she's absolutely in her power, even if that means that she's going to be alone for a little bit, because she wants to do what is right for her, and she understands that not everybody's energy is going to be okay for her. And I feel like that's a very powerful and strong stance. And again, gender doesn't really apply. So this could be anybody who, that is just like, you know what, I'm going to do what's right for me. And someone who is someone who looks at me like this, someone who yells at me like this and does this thing, like, he feels like a little too aggressive to me, to be honest. And I think that her energy is like, do you even know who you're talking to kind of energy? I'm the Queen of Swords, and who are you again? Like, she's very much like not putting up with his BS or their BS. Doesn't really matter. That's just kind of where it feels. Let me go ahead and grab some clarifiers, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm already so far over. That's okay. All right, for Libra, 5 of Wands, Spirit. Thank you. Only time will tell. I do think that this could be, again, somebody could be trying to come back, and they are probably saying like, hey, I grew up, I'm a lot strong. I've changed. I'm not this asshole that I was when you walked out on me, rightfully so, I feel like if it is them, they will have to show that they've actually changed, okay? Because you've grown. Let's see, 7 of Pentacles here. Woo! Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Yeah, I kind of feel like they might, I feel like they're trying to guilt you. You will really have to see whether or not they have changed is kind of where I'm getting at here. This is, yeah, in the bottom of the deck, I'm sorry, not bottom of the deck, but the next card is healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Here's the thing with the Queen of Swords, she doesn't necessarily imagine her beloved, also being healed. She's very much going to make sure that she is okay, though. Because if this person isn't healing and they want back in, she's like, okay, let's see what work you did. Like, I want to see like a spreadsheet of all of the work you did. Itemized receipts. Okay. Bottom of the deck is life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Sometimes when she comes up, I am going to say that for some of you guys, they have actually changed. And when she comes up and this is telling you to be a little bit more flexible, she's very not, she's like, no, you fucked up. And she's good. Okay. Like, she's done. It is very possible though, Libra, that she has made, or that this person has made some changes, that they have made some changes, because again, gender is not applicable here. But, and if they have, then it may be, it's up to you. Maybe if they've done a lot of healing work, as long as they are not an abusive asshole, then maybe sit down with them, have a chat. see where it goes. It could just be that they need closure, but I do see this King of Pentacles energy. It's a very patient and calm energy. And, you know, if the King of Pentacles walked into your life, at least listen what he has to say, because if he was not the King of Pentacles before, I do feel like there is a King of Pentacles coming up for you, okay? And it doesn't have to be, this is just a person who is wise, who does listen to their heart and does listen to their soul. And they've done a lot. They have it together. They're just a solid human, you know? Some of them have literally invested a lot in life, and so they have their shit together at least. I'm cussing a lot today. Ooh, both? No. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm going to put these here just in case they do want to come back out. Libra, Spirit, divine timing. Thank you. Yeah, pay attention to red flags, and only time will tell is telling me that this person, okay, they definitely back in the day were a red flag, a walking red flag. I do believe people can grow and change, okay? Is it rare? Yes. If somebody comes in guns blazing saying, I've changed, you need to give me another chance. First of all, you don't need to do anything. That's my Queen of Swords energy right there. Okay, like you don't need to do anything. So that's usually a red flag of itself. So just be very careful. If you feel like something is off, it is off. Don't gaslight yourself here, okay? Again, don't make any decisions based on what they say, based on the guilt that they're trying to give you. It's not your guilt to take on, okay? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, new love is coming in. Now, again, it could be someone, but okay, what I should always just say this out loud. What I was thinking is that you have grown, and this other person has grown to the point that you guys are not even recognizable to each other. That is a possibility for some of you. For the rest of you, it is absolutely a brand new person. And I think that with this energy, it feels like after a long time of you working and healing on yourself, you might have issues trying to let somebody else in, which is why the Queen of Swords is here and why this woman has her back turned towards this new potential person. It's just like, you know what, now's not the time, I'm not done, you know, growing. But it's like, are you? Because we're never done growing. Or is this just a way to keep yourself safe? Okay, I hope you understand that. Let's get one more card out here with this deck, you guys. Oh, this is the Romance Angels deck, a miniature. Thank you. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And this is fine. She's like, you know what? Right now, I'm investing in myself with the Seven of Pentacles energy. And this is what I would prefer to invest in. Now, Spirit is saying that if this is how you heal, it's how you heal. If you just throw yourself 100% into making yourself a better person and to having your own coin, because the King of Pentacles, this could be where you're moving into, you know. You could be moving into a space of being very stable, and that's more important to you right now. I'm not, you know what, that's beautiful and that's wonderful. Let's just be careful that when someone who can, even friends, because I do see for some of you, you might be locking your friends out as well. And, you know, locking your heart up for everybody isn't healthy, period. So just be wary, okay? If somebody is trying to reach out to you, they have the potential to be a new love, even if it's a new friendship. You know, be open to it, okay? Bottom of the deck is free yourself. I do think that this has to do with someone who is trying to guilt trip you a little bit. So that you know, you already know you're not going to put up with that. So my Queen of Swords do not put up with that. All right. Seduction. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So this is very possible that this is why you left in the first place, you guys. For some of you, this happened a while ago. And maybe they were like, you need to listen to me because what you think happened didn't happen. But I feel like you really paid attention and you made a call, and I feel like it was the right one, you guys. I don't think that you should be guilted into staying regardless. You know, it could have been the Five of Wands is a very passionate card, but it often in love has to do with competition and whether or not, and here's the thing, she doesn't look like she has been anybody's she's like, there is no competition. You are either with me or I'm single. It's fine. You know, like I'm moving on. And he doesn't like this answer. It's kind of where I'm getting it. And I'm fine with that too, you guys. I support your decision. I 100% stand by my Libras that made that kind of call. Are we taking both of them, Spirit? How do you want me to receive? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Bottom of the deck is keys on a ring. For some of you guys, I just heard that, you know, there's a chance of you going on a vacation or a trip and meeting someone with keys on the ring showing up. It kind of reinforces that idea. So if you go and you are single and you want to just have fun, don't worry, nobody's judging you. Okay. With the Seven of Pentacles, new love in paradise. For my singles, I do think that you have something coming up that's going to make you very happy. I cannot tell you to open up and let people in. That is a decision for you to make. And I think that any decision you make is a good decision. But I think that if you want to be open to love, it's definitely here for you. Okay. If you are in a relationship, I think that you may recognize this pattern that happened before, and it was really about being patient with your person and them being very patient with you. It feels like you may have been very guarded in the beginning, and they just, you know what? They weren't assholes like this person. They just really were like, all right, well, when you turn around finally, I will be here. And it feels, it's very nice. Okay. With Paradise, and love call is someone expressing love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. The Queen of Swords does also rule communication, and she's an air sign. So it is very possible that you guys might be hearing from somebody from, you know, that might put you in a very good space. With finances and career, you might be working with them, by the way, especially if you work in the healing arts in any capacity. As far as signs that we have here, I do think that this could be you, Libra, but it could be any air sign. Doesn't really matter. Anybody that would stand up for themselves, who is logical, but also uses their intuition, and they are quite mature in that area. Seven of Pentacles, Taurus. Five of Wands is Leo, and King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. All right, so one more card of love. I'm sorry this went so long, you guys. Maybe setting you up for, I might not be able to get these done next week because I am going on vacation myself. So I'm just doing extra long ones. All right. This is the one. With some of you, if you are not in a relationship right now, you are going to be in one soon, and it looks wonderful. It looks very stable. You might you might feel like you want to keep your guard up because of someone in your past. Okay, something feels off. Listen to your gut. It does feel like this is someone in your past. Now, granted, if you guys have not gone through this, Libra, this could be, and you are single, this could be someone that you meet, and Spirit is saying, yes, they're very seductive. They feel very passionate at first, but they seem a little angry, not gonna lie, and they seem a little possessive and jealous and weird. So be aware of that, and you can skip this whole thing and move straight into someone that's quite stable and is ready and willing to wait for you to be healed and open to their love. Okay, one more, Libra, and then we will call it. Spirit spot for Libra. One more message for Libra. Wow, okay, of course I have to go get that. self-care now. If you haven't, for some of you guys, I literally had heard like, go get a massage, get your nails did, like the whole thing. Doesn't matter your gender, because I promise you, if you've never had your nails done as a masculine, you are missing out. Get your toes done. It feels so good. Learn how to shield is the bottom of the deck. So it's very possible that you guys are empaths, and this kind of aggressive behavior would have quite an impact on you. It really makes me need to go and lay down and hide for a little bit. So get some black tourmaline if you need to. Hematite is very good for that, to help you guys out there. Okay, so this has been your reading, Libra. I hope that this resonates. If it does, please comment down below. Give me a huge thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed to receive these beautiful blessings. Join my Discord. I do have personal readings there as well. And then I'm also starting a seer circle, and I would love to see you there. Okay, bye.